What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos, True Stories. Today's story takes place in 1990, April of 1990. I could have done a profile on the homeboy Lil Ron Ron, rest in peace, but instead I chose to tell a story about the night that Lil Ron Ron was killed. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos, True Stories. Welcome to another episode of
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode.
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode.
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos,
Another one bites the dust.
True Stories. Welcome to another episode.
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode.
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode.
That was it. I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos, True Stories. This story takes place on or around April 20th, 1990. The homie Lil Ron Ron had came by my house solo. We kicked it on my front grass, and he showed me this 22 he had. I believe it came from a burglary. And they had scratched the serial numbers off of the gun, so the gun couldn't be identified. Lil Ron Ron was a short, light-skinned guy, kind of blondish-like hair, with some like greenish or blue eyes, real cool demeanor. He used to like to write on walls. He used to bang the New York Yankee hat, the neighborhood hat. A lot of white t-shirts over the years that I've known him. Rocked the Nike Cortez, always throwing up the hood. He was a down little dude. Down little dude. Not only did he look like Big Ron Ron, he reminded me of Big Ron Ron. Just his demeanor, his coolness, dressing fresh, his calmness. The eyes, the hair color, the skin color, all of that. Lil Ron Ron always combed the hills, Smurf's house to Lil Smurf's house, May's house, Baby Cat, and he hung out with Baby Cat, Smurf, Baby Shawnee Mac, Lil Smurf. Ron Ron was on deck, man. He was a young hood, cool little homie, didn't live in the hood, but was always in the hood. I could have sworn he lived in the hood as much as I seen him, and I would pick him up sometime, give him a little ride to wherever he was going and kick it with the homies and drop him off. So this particular day comes by, we kicking it, we talking. I'm really getting to know him now. Like I knew his crew, but I didn't really know him like that. So this is one of the opportunities where we're just one-on-one kicking it, having conversation. When he shows me the gun, I'm like, man, that little gun. But then I remember he's a youngster and he's a little dude. So I'm like, that's cool, man. And I show him my big ass gun. I had a .357 Magnum. I show him the gun. He's like, all right, big homie. We end up parting ways. He go his way, I go my way. I think I went to hustle or something. And as it's getting later, all the homies from the back part of the hood are starting to meet up. We're trying to get into something. I don't know what we're going to get into. We're going to get into something. We're going to go somewhere and fight somebody, go out and have some fun, do things that comrades do at times. So the homies are starting to get deep. You have the younger homies. When I say younger, I mean younger than us, me and two of the other homies my age, and we're mounting up, we're getting deeper. So the numbers go from like 3 to 5, 9, 12, 13, like that. And we go to Dean and Slauson. So we meet up at the gas station on Dean and Slauson. I believe it was Texaco. A couple of us need to get gas in the car so we could go and venture out. And the homies with no license and no car get in the car with us. Typical day in the hood. I don't remember if that was a Friday or Saturday night or whatever, but I don't have my strap. I don't bring my strap. And Lil Ron Ron says, hey, homie, here. He hands me his strap. So I wouldn't normally accept the homie strap. I felt bad for getting this strap, but he gives it to me for protection and whatever else. You know, maybe he didn't want to get no trouble. Maybe he didn't want to do no busting. I don't know. But so I take the gun. The sheriff come pulling up. Sheriff was always on one. They headed west on Slauson, so we're on the driver's side. They see us, and they just do a quick swoop on us. Me and a homie, we throw the pistols, but there's a group of smokers over there, and I don't know who these smokers was. Good thing for them, I didn't know who they was back then. And so my dumb ass just starts walking away slowly, like I'm not with them. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I didn't run like mostly everybody else. But one of the homies my age did not run, so it was just us two. But they seen him throw a Glock, and they gaffled him up. So one of the officers overdoing his job, but kind of wisely, draws down on me, and brings me back to the scene. When he brings me back to the scene, the smokers voluntarily say, he threw this gun. 2 people, 2 guns. So they give us a case. They take us to Marina Del Rey police station, sheriff station, rather, and we're locked up in there. The homie uses an alias, which is why I'm not going to say his name. The homie uses an alias. And we act like we don't know each other. But they put us in the cell together with a payphone. I end up getting on the payphone. I call the homie mailman, rest in peace. Collect, mailman answers the phone. What's up? Shit, man, y'all went to jail? Yeah, we in jail. Man, Lil Ron Ron just got killed. What? Yeah, man, Lil Ron Ron just got killed. I'm like, damn, are you serious? So now I'm like doubly sick because now I'm in jail and the homie got killed. Ron Ron was on La Tierra and Centinela, I believe at Chevron gas station. Somebody pulled up on him and bust on him. Ron Ron, I believe, I wasn't there obviously, I believe Ron Ron was in the back seat, maybe front seat, passenger seat. I think he was in the back seat. And they dumped on the homies. And they hit Ron Ron, and the shot was fatal. So the homie dies on this night. The night that we went to jail is the same night the homie was killed. And you can always tell the good homie that's on his way to being a solid, reputable, because there was no jealousy amongst his crew. They all embraced and had love for Lil Ron Ron. And when Lil Ron Ron died, a lot of people from other hoods became well aware of this name because the homie Baby Shunny Mac, the homie Mangler, would strike his name up all over the walls. Like his name was a mainstay on the walls in the hood after his death. And so he will always be remembered. Of course, I ended up catching a gun case, and because the serial numbers was taken off the gun, they treated it as some high-powered ass case and didn't want to let me off. But I hired Earl C. Brody, ended up taking a plea on the case to a misdemeanor. However, later on, when I catch other cases, they try to make it as a felony. They put my C-file felony in several cases I had following. But it was actually a misdemeanor. And I got probation for it. I got about 4 months for that gun and 3 years probation. You know, I could never shake probation. I was always on probation since I became an adult. I had been on probation, every year. Every time I caught a case, I was on probation. So they would either violate me on probation or just extend the probation with a new beef. But I always wondered, had we not gone to jail, what would we have went? The homie would still be alive, more than likely. Or we might have been there with him. Could have been a cold shootout. Never know how things gonna play out, but it's always one of them incidents in my mind that I wish would have played out differently, or wish I had the superpowers to see how differently things would have played out had I not went to jail. The homie Lil Ron Ron was a cool brother. Died at 14 and a half, man. He was killed when he was 14 and a half years old. And when you look back at it, when I look back at it, it's sad. And I'm going to just say this, man. When you start gangbanging, when you sign up to gangbang, you don't know how long you're going to make it. You don't know if tomorrow's your day, next year's your day, or if you're going to make it up out the gang or up out the hood or up out your 40s and 50s. So my message today is, before you start thinking about gangbanging, understand the seriousness of it, how easy you can get killed, how you can be put in a position in a car, in a house, in a building, or wherever, and you cannot escape. Death awaits us all, so make your choices wisely. Hey, with that said, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, rest in peace to Lil Ron Ron, one of the neighborhood's finest, one of the neighborhood's most loved. Be sure to click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We tell all sorts of stories. And don't be afraid to leave a comment. I'm out of here, y'all. Salute.
This is Los Angeles.